Let's go. Jeff Hardy is my 4,000th star in the catalog. Heroic Pro. And now the fun begins, because the next King of the Ring is going to be damn hell fun. I can't wait to screw so many people over in the tag teams. Is it over 4,000 though? So that's Jeff Hardy. Heroic Pro Jeff Hardy is done. If you're going to get anything from Ring Domination this week, that's what we thought about all the other cards, all the cards we did, because 4,000 is probably the biggest milestone we're going to get till the next season comes along. So, yeah. But actually, I'd probably say until season 6 maybe, because the new cards come along at a very, very small rate. I'd imagine season 6 until we get the next proper set of cards, we can get to 5,000. So 4,000 is where we're at now. If you like what you saw in the video, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, which is that little red button just down here, and make sure you press the little bell for notifications as well. Thanks to Gil, thanks Sammy, who's just randomly joined just now, and
oh, you're welcome.
To a random patty of cats.
You're very welcome.
4,000 big ones. There is 4,000 stars in the catalog. Jeff Hardy is fully leveled up. He's not all games done, but he is going to be very soon. And I actually looked at my Last Man Standing deck. My Last Man Standing deck has gone up crazily. In fact, if I do a quick grind this week to get myself money in the bank, my worst card in this deck, other than the females, is going to be like the Undertaker pretty much, which is pretty awesome. But 4,000 stars, it's the biggest kind of achievement you're going to get in the game. 5,000 is almost like a light year away. This is the result of Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. We're going to have a look at all those. We're going to wait for females, I think, with the Money in the Bank cards as well. Let's get right into the catalogue. 4,000 stars. Let's have a look through from Season 1 all the way up to Season 4. I just want to say a huge thank you to the VIP and premium subs on my Twitch channel. Once a month I'm going to be giving those guys a huge shout because they're some of the ones who support me the most. These are the guys who subscribe for $9.99 or more, and you can do that by literally going over to twitch.tv/SuperZombieGBBQ. Link is in the description below. Go check it out. So I want to say a huge shout first of all to Lord Novakin and Disputed Gamer, who are the premium subscribers of the month, and the VIP subscribers for the month are Dan Sinner, WBA, Beastie, Silver Road, I'm not sure what to do for a Silver Road, and Jameson Pizza Guy, sounds a lot like Tony, but Jameson Pizza Guy, and Heath567. You have been immortalized into the Zombie God Hall of Fame. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support, and I look forward to more shout outs next month. We're going to start off with some of my first ever cards. I think my first ever big card I got, which I actually took a screenshot of, was Wade Barrett. From Super Rare, I think it was. My first ever packed card. It was this card, in fact, I believe. And my first ever packed card was this Legacy Epic Bray Wyatt. My first ever card I got from a pack. And I've got, if I can get a screenshot for you, I will get it for you. But that's my first ever card. My first ever pro was Rey Mysterio. And I actually silver starred it. Because back then a silver star really wasn't defined. Silver star was a pro regardless. You didn't have gold stars and silver stars, you just had silver stars, and there was no way of knowing whether it was right or not. Training back then was very, very different, but the Master of the 619 was my first ever pro in this game, believe it or not. But I racked up about 30, 35, 36,000, I think. Maybe just over 30k wins or games in Season 1. So I kind of played it for the first week. And believe it or not, funny fact, I found WWE SuperCard by mistake looking for the WWE Network. So it was the first WWE product that used the new WWE logo. So I saw it, downloaded it, and day one I got hooked. And it was literally just by chance that I found it. So I got quite a lot of the Season 1 cards. I mean, the cards I remember the most from Season 1, if we're going to look through all of these, and I got a damn lot of these stars from Season 1, were AJ Lee, one of my first females. It's a shame she's no longer in the game. That's an amazing card. Bad News Baron Batista from Road to Glory. Those were damn hard. That's when the game completely changed. It went from being about just the best 4 cards or 5 cards in your deck to being all about having the best deck possible, and there's 20 cards, and it was A big change. The fusions. My first ever video is about the fusions, so if you haven't checked it out, you should. My first ever event card was this Dolph Ziggler, which I still like to this day. I still have it. Biggie Dude's favorite card, Damien Mizdow. If you haven't seen that video, you gotta go and watch that video. One of the worst images in SuperCard. I'm trying to think of who this reminds me of. I think it reminds me of a character from a really famous film. Just the way he's looking, I just don't like it. But I'd like to see like 2K17, 2K18, 2K19 images again, like maybe even the 2K19 sub tier or certain cards that are like, I don't know, maybe they could release instead of Hall of Fame and fusions. Maybe they could release that instead. Maybe release like a 2K19 set of cards. Sting, there he is. That was my first ever event pro. Great card, loved it. The Survivor tier is where I really kicked off. Titus O'Neil was in the tier at this point. Kind of looks like he's trying to be Drax there from Guardians of the Galaxy. You got Brock Lesnar, the infamous Silver Star Brock Lesnar. My first ever PCC Pro Brock Lesnar as well. So many trips down memory lane with this. I just wish you could get the Season 1 card still. Even if it was limited, I love the design of the WrestleMania cards. The black kind of carbine feel to it just looks awesome. But I have a question for everyone. If you could have rewards for the people who gotten stars in the catalog, what would you have? Would you have like battle points rewarded, CP rewarded instead? Would you reward people with, I don't know, some kind of credits maybe? Or would you reward people with picks off the board or a free tier pull? I mean, I suggested only a couple of days ago a free tier pull would be amazing if they could do that. So 500 stars gets you a free tier pull or something like that in whatever tiers you're at the moment. Maybe so you can't hold it back. It's just like an immediate, you got 500 stars, here's a tier pull. It's not like a ladder reward where you can hold it back. It's to be the hardest event card to get. Full stop. Like no questions asked. You can still use these cards in Wild, but I tend not to because they're a bit lame, you know. They're nowhere near as powerful as the current cards. So going through to Season 2, you know, it's really things kicked off for me, to be honest with you. Legendary, I spent an ungodly amount of money on packs in Legendary tier and Survivor tier. I remember Alberto Del Rio is no longer in the game anymore. Brock Lesnar, Charlotte Flair, one of the many Charlotte Flair cards that didn't win PCCs. You got Finn Balor, the Legendary. The people love seeing these old school cards, especially the old school event cards. And I've kept a lot of these, to be honest, because there's like a rarity to it. Kevin Owens didn't win. I got so jolted about that. So triggered. Sting. Stardust no longer available anymore. You can't get him from packs. The Undertaker, God, that was a great event card. I got Survivor tier, and you just look actually how small the tiers were back when Season 2 first launched. Apart from the loyalty fusions, it wasn't long after that they actually released Survivor tier as well. So literally, I think the game released in August, and they'd already released a new tier by the end of October, November time. So I wish that was the case now, because it's like a 4-month gap. In a 4 or 5 month gap in the current tiers where they got WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and whatever the tiers they decide to name. You got Brie Balor. This is that was a crazy PCC to get that card. Back in the day, where getting a female card was really difficult. Jericho, where I did the charity PCC. Who remembers that? Daniel Bryan's event card as well. So many. I don't think I've ever missed an event card since season. I think since... Oh no, Dolph Ziggler was the last one I missed. I've missed Event Pros because I missed that Mae Young. And we'll probably touch on that soon. But there's so many here. Kalisto, one of the most god-awful images I've ever seen. I mean, what was that? Both the dual Roman Reigns, you had the one from the Flash PCC before WrestleMania 32. So many. Another goddamn awful Ryback image. I mean, it's just looks terrible. The Rock, Undertaker as well. You know, he almost makes an event appearance in pretty much most tiers. Probably my least favorite tier in terms of designs, apart from AJ Styles, because he just looks amazing. I mean, these cards look really nice, but the cards on other designs... Now, I like the PCC cards. I thought they looked good, but I really didn't like the event cards. They kind of just looked a bit like... Probably my favorite designed Money in the Bank cards is these Battleground one, especially the Becky Lynch. Like, these cards looked good, but if you took these images and put them on different cards, they looked absolutely trash. WrestleMania Fusion, some of my favorites there. Another Charlotte Flair PCC card that didn't win. People really didn't like Charlotte back in the day. Now she's like a bona fide women's legend. Dolph Ziggler, I forgot even that card existed. King Barrett, can't get that card anymore. Neville, I imagine that's not going to be available for much longer. They got the Roman Reigns. This is the first ever Money in the Bank card. Roman Reigns. And his event card that he never won that event, that PCC, and his image was amazing. Am I getting away on network now? One of the rarest cards in the game, the Rusev Money in the Bank from Battleground. Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe as well. I've got fond memories of that Sami Zayn. I've got to say Samoa Zayn then. That Sami Zayn has got very fond and slightly regrettable memories. Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura's first card in WWE SuperCard as well. We're going to go on from here. Titus World Slide, baby. That was an overpowered card. Kevin Owens. One of my favourite images ever is the Universal Championship. There's the local talent. You can't get him in the game. It's physically impossible. In fact, I was told by the guys whilst I was over there a couple of years ago that apparently that card never existed. And they were actually panicking like crazy because they're thinking that it was going to win. Thanks to the local talent movement. Another fond memory, man. Going through all these 4,000, it brings back so many memories of streams, of events, of recordings I did. It's great. We've got Hardened tier. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Hardened, Elite, and Ultimate. I mean, Ultimate probably has the most memories, but I didn't really remember much of Hardened and Elite. Because since then, they've kind of had more cards added in the meantime, which they didn't used to do. Back when we had like Bobby Roode's debut in the game as well. He was supposed to debut in SummerSlam 17 tier apparently. Chris Jericho, which is the final event card. So many cards here. Darren Young, which you can't get from the board anymore apparently. Finn Balor. First ever Hall of Fame cards in here as well. Lita, the throwback pack openings as well. Neville's event card when he became the king of the cruiserweights. That's about the same time I actually met Neville, believe it or not. And Shane McMahon, his first ever card in the game as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze. This Undertaker card that was a pain in the ass to get. I mean, yeah. Crazy. In fact, instead of looking for all these, WrestleMania 33 was like one of the where I think the game got really like a lot of its attention because people really liked the tier. Looked amazing. And look at some of the card totals I've got here, man. I've got a lot of the cards in this. SummerSlam 17, 222, 262, WrestleMania 33, 176, 198, 160, 182, Beast Monster Titan. I mean, you guys know about that. I'm not going to go through those cards. And WrestleMania 34, where we ended up with card number 4000 being Jeff Hardy, the current United States champion.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, that Triple H don't need a memento.
Oh, perfect. We did it perfect, Gil.
What?
The three stats, both AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
I told you. I knew it was going to be close. But the only problem I've got is that I couldn't get the first heroic, which is now starting to wind up a bit. But hey ho, next time.
Yeah,
even though, like I said, I knew it would be close. I knew it would be very close in regards to power.
The only thing I will say is people who are saying in the chat, by the way, that he doesn't beat him is because Styles has got a WrestleMania enhancement on his speed. That's the reason why it doesn't show up that he is. But once you get Jeff Hardy leveled up the full way, he's gonna absolutely obliterate Styles. I'm thinking the Monster.
I ain't got that, but the Beast doesn't look too bad either.
This is the Monster now. It's coming up.
Monster always looks good on them though because it's green, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And it
I've
looks
noticed
more
with the
like
monster
old
picks. I
school.
think the monster picks for a tier wise
Yeah.
are some of the best pictures in the game.
Yeah. But a lot of people
Sure.
won't have the WrestleMania 33, will they? Because
Well, that's what I mean.
which is why it makes it a little bit more like, I don't know. Or the throwback, you could use a throwback, but the throwbacks are
Why don't you use
zombie.
that? Yes, the third 33 one you got.
It's good. It just looks like, it looks honestly like he's broke his neck to look around the card.
He's looking around like, is that really my power?
Craig
How many
Dead
tokens you put on that? Damn.
I want to go back to the monster. I think the monster looks absolutely amazing on it because of the green glow in the background.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal. There's not many people who've reached this. In fact, I only know of one other person who's reached 4,000 stars, and that's a guy called Moody, who's in a team I can't say the name of, but it's, it's slightly non-PG. But he's...
Oh.
Are they in the drop kickers?
Yes, he's in Dropkickers. JJB says, JB's subs are true friends of the crown. Diddy diddy!
Dilly.
There we go. And are we going to add to that, or is it going to be another pro? Is it going to be another star? Is it going to be a female, potentially? We'll find out now. We're going to get ourselves a King of the Ring award. Let's claim this. See what we get. Open that beautiful purple pack to Kane. It's going to be Kane. What's the next one? I hope. Biggie! It's a pro, I think. Is it a pro? I'm not sure. I think it's a pro, and if that is a pro, that is another star. So that's going to be my 4,001 star. That's going to start my way to 5,000. Card number 4,001 in the catalogue. Not a bad way to end this, to be fair. If you enjoyed what you saw in this upload, remember to smash that like button as hard as you possibly can. It would be a massive favour for me. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on whilst you are there, with the biggest possible elbow off the top rope. If you have any Backlash predictions, let us know in the comment section, or if you've ever done any of those Backlash packs, let us know in the comment section below. And let me know what you think of this upload as well, because we are just over 4,000 stars on our way to 5,000. But like I said in this upload, it's probably going to take another 2 seasons until we get there. Until next time though, I've been SuperZombieBBQ, and you have been awesome. One last thing, and that is to...
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight,